Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech Beginner. In last session, we wrote our first Java program, Hello World. So today we are going to learn about JVM, JRE and JDK. The three core components of Java that makes everything work behind the scenes. So don't worry, I will explain everything in a simple and beginner friendly way. You might wonder what actually happens when we run Java program yesterday. Why we need this JDK, JRE and JVM. So understanding these concepts will help you write, run and debug our Java program more confidently. So let us discuss one by one. So first one is JVM, right? JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. So it is called a virtual machine because it is not physically exist. JVM is a part of Java that runs our program. And next, what is the role of JVM? JVM will do lot of things. It will load our Java code and it will verify the Java code and it will execute the Java code. And finally, it provides runtime environment to run our Java program. So now we may think, what is runtime environment? It is the environment where a program runs after it's compiled. So in Java, runtime environment means JRE, Java Runtime Environment. So next we can discuss about JRE. So JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. It contains JVM plus some core libraries and provides the runtime environment to run the Java program. So if you only want to run a Java program, JRE is enough. And next, what is JDK? JDK stands for Java Development Kit. What it contains? It contains JRE that we already discussed about JRE, right? JRE plus development tools like compiler, debugger, Java tool and some document generators. So if you want to develop a Java program, you must install JDK that we did previously, right? In previous session, we had installed JDK to run our program. Now we discussed about JRE, JDK and JVM, right? And what is the relation between JDK, JRE and JVM? JDK contains JRE and JRE contains JVM. That is the relation. JDK contains JRE and JRE contains JVM. So when you install JDK, you get everything. You need to write, compile and run Java programs, right? So when you install JDK, you will get everything that will support to write and compile and run our Java program. JVM, it runs the program, and JRE, it provides the environment to run the program, and JDK, it helps us develop a program. Now we understand theoretically about JVM, JDK and JRE, right? Now I just wanted to show you what is happening inside the program. Okay, I just now opened IntelliJ that we installed in previous session. So yesterday we write a Java code, hello world, right, in IntelliJ. So what we did after we write this small program, we save this program, right? We save this code with the help of Control S. But if you observe, this code is human readable code, right? You can clearly read this program: public class hello world, public static void main string args. So every line we can read it because it looks like English language, right? But machine cannot understand this language, right? This is a human readable language. Computer cannot understand this. So we need to convert this code into bytecode. That code can understand by computer. So this conversion is done by the compiler, which is part of JDK. So that's why we already discussed about JDK, JRE and JVM. Okay. So this human readable code is converted into bytecode with the help of compiler, that is part of JDK. After compiling, the compiler creates a new file which is called a dot class file. So if you can see here, yesterday we write a program and we save it as .java file, hello world.java. What happened after we save this program? It converted into bytecode with help of compiler. And that compiler create a new file called dot class file. Now I will show you the dot class file. So this hello world.java file is inside the source folder. There is one more folder out. If you extended it, you can see one more class here, hello world. See, yesterday we write only one file, right? Hello world, that is available here. But you can see another class, hello world, with same name. If I click on it, if you can see which is a dot class file, hello world dot class file, because compiler creates this file. We didn't create this dot class file. We just write this code and save it with .java file. But it generates, compiler generates another file which is a dot class file. Class file contains a bytecode, which is a language understood by JVM, which we already discussed about JVM. JVM, what will do? It runs the program. And JDK, what it do? It helps us to develop a program. And what compiler will do? It will create a dot class file which is understandable by computer. And finally, we run our program using JVM, because JVM helps us to run the program. And here JVM takes this hello world.class file bytecode and converts into machine code. And finally it will give the output. So once I open this .java file, once I run it, we can see the output on the screen, hello Java world, which we want to print, right? How did we get this output? .java file will convert into a bytecode with the help of compiler. The compiler is a part of JDK, and that compiler creates one more file called dot class file. This dot class file have a bytecode which is understandable by computer. And once we run this program, JVM takes this hello world dot class file bytecode, converts into a machine code, and it gives the final output, which is understandable by human again. This is what happening inside the program, behind the scenes. You can understand this slide. Here, hello world.java, which is a source code, and it will convert into a bytecode. How? By using compiler, which is understandable by computer. This bytecode we can see as a dot class file. So .java file will convert into a dot class file which have a bytecode. And again, JVM will converts this bytecode into machine understandable language. So finally, we run our Java program by using JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Here JVM takes this hello world.class file, which is having a bytecode, converts into machine code, and it gives the output hello world. Hope you understand this flow now. So this is what happening behind the scenes. I hope you have clear about role of JVM, JDK and JRE. If you have any questions, drop your comment. I will respond. Okay. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you understand the roles of JVM, JDK and JRE and how .java file convert into a .class file. Yeah, that's it for today and see you in next session.